Amid a strained relationship between India and China, the Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Chinese Defence Minister Li Shangfu will hold bilateral meetings in Delhi on Thursday. The bilateral meet comes ahead of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Defence Ministers meet that will take place in the Indian capital on Friday. Indian government has confirmed that Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will hold bilateral talks with his counterparts of the participating nations. This is the first time that a Chinese defence minister is visiting India since the 2020 Chinese aggressive actions in Galwan at the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. 20 Indian soldiers and an unknown number of Chinese nationals lost their lives in the clashes. The clashes prompted a long disengagement process that continues till this day. Meanwhile, several more face-offs have continued, both in the eastern and western sectors. Indian side has made it clear to China that overall bilateral relations cannot be normalized until there are tensions along the border. Our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibbal has sent us this report on the matter. Take a look.
The Indian and the Chinese defence ministers will be holding a bilateral meeting here in the Indian national capital, Delhi. Now, we know that when it comes to this bilateral meeting, this comes at a time when the relationship between India and China have been strained primarily because of Chinese aggressive actions in India's northern borders. This is for the first time that a Chinese defence minister has travelled to India since the 2020 Galwan incident, in which India lost 20 of its soldiers, and since then relationship has been on a free fall. But nonetheless, this meeting comes at a time when India holds the Shanghai Cooperation Organization's defence ministers meeting, and the Indian defence minister, of course, will be holding bilateral meetings with other of his counterparts. But essentially the meeting between the Indian and the Chinese defence minister will be dominating the news cycle, given how tense the relationship has been between the two countries, especially with the Chinese provocative behavior, especially on the Indian northern borders, and also staking claim to Arunachal Pradesh. Siddhant Sibbal for WION in New Delhi.